Hey guys, look, I want to take a couple minutes here and talk about YouTube and viewers of YouTube. As a creator and a viewer of YouTube videos, one thing that annoys people, it annoys me, I know it annoys a lot of you because I've heard y'all talk about it, and that is clickbait titles of videos, clickbaity thumbnails and clickbaity titles. Nobody likes it. People feel deceived by it. You know, it's always, especially in the political space where I am, obviously, you know, people do these headlines that are, oh, shock, or Donald Trump's losing it, when the actual video really doesn't match up at all. Sometimes Trump is losing it and melting down over something, and it's an accurate description. But more often than not, you know, shocking. Nothing's shocking. You watch the video and you're just, where's the shocking part? I don't see anything shocking. You know what I'm talking about with these clickbait titles. Here's the thing. Creators use clickbait titles because they work. And it pisses me off that they do work. Because I am someone who does not want to engage in that clickbait crap. But I have to play the game, not the clickbait game. I'm not going to play that game. But I have to play the game of making my titles sound as, you know, interesting as possible. And I do that with, you know, I try really hard to make my title sound as interesting as possible that would make someone want to click without being clickbaity. I don't ever want to be accused of my titles not matching my content. Yeah, I'm just trying to get people to click, and you know, what I said is going to be in this video isn't in this video. But it's very difficult with so many channels out there to make a title of a video interesting enough to get people to click when you have all these clickbaity shock titles every friggin' where. And the reason you see those is because it works. If it didn't work, people wouldn't do it. So people, you know, viewers on YouTube complain about it all the time. Oh, I hate this clickbait. Yet they fucking click on the clickbait. It really, as a creator, it pisses me off. It pisses me off on both sides. As a viewer, it pisses me off to be taken in by some of these clickbait titles. And as a creator, it pisses me off because I'm trying not to do the clickbait stuff and I lose. You know, if I did the clickbait stuff, I could probably get a lot more views. But I don't want to do that. So here's what I would suggest for those of you who also hate the clickbait crap. If there are creators that you like, just watch their videos. When you see that they have a new video out, just watch it, okay? If you like their stuff, you'll probably like their new video. That's what I would suggest. Don't go to your home screen and decide, because you don't have time to watch everything. So you have to make a decision. Don't be taken in by the clickbaity crap, right? I know you can't help it sometimes, right? But as much as you can, try not to be taken in by the clickbaity crap and just stick with creators that you like. If they put out content on a regular basis that you like, just watch it, regardless of what the title is. Just watch it. You know, unless you can tell clearly from the title that this is not something you're interested in or something. And as for me personally, just to give you a little insight into what I do, I try never to be deceptive, but I also try to leave things vague. Because I'm in the news, you know, I talk about things that are in the news. And I know that when I post a video about something and I discuss a topic that's in the news, many of you probably already know about that news story. Because a lot of you are very well informed and you already know about it. And if I make it clear from my title that that's the story I'm going to be discussing, you might think to yourself, and I'm sure many of you would do this, yeah, I already know about that news. I don't need to listen to that video. Now, the thing is, with me, I'm not talking about any particular news item unless I have something to contribute to the conversation. Unless I have some take on it that I'm not hearing other people say, or I want to expand on something, or whatever. I have something to say about it that other people, for the most part, probably aren't saying. I don't just make videos just to report the news to you. If that's all I did, then yeah. If you already know about it, then you don't need to listen to the video. No, that's not why if you haven't heard my video, if you haven't heard what I have to say about it, you're not going to get my opinion and my analysis anywhere else. So this is unique. So anyway, that's why I sort of try to keep my titles vague, a little kind of vague, so that you don't know for sure. Sounds interesting. Not exactly sure what he's talking about. Let me watch. That's what I try to do anyway. But the point is, just don't go for the clickbait crap. If you have creators that you like, watch them. You know, I know from my own personal experience, they're working real hard at it. And so if you like their content, generally speaking, watch their stuff. That's what I would suggest you do. Anyway, thanks for watching.